So what you do is you have an option as a kid for kids, put them in a bubble and protect them from all pain, or let them go out and experiment and mess up and make mistakes when the stakes are low so that they practice their decision making, they practice their resiliency, just like we were talking about at the beginning of the episode, getting used to the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give everything to your kids and you protect them from every bit of pain and make decisions for your kids, they're going to fail. Like I went to Cornell where half the kids on my floor's parents made it their mission to get them in Cornell. The parents sent them to private school. The parents did the homework. The parents did the essay. The parents dropped them off. The parents scheduled the freaking cabs to the bars that night.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids didn't hack it. They never made it.
Yeah. I have you heard the phrase, we've all heard helicopter parent, but lawnmower parent? It's like you just mow down everything in front of your kid to make sure they've got smooth sailing.
Oh man, that's a good one.
It's good. You've got to make, like, your kids have to struggle, and it's the hardest thing in the world. You have to fight it. But it's like, I talk out of both sides of my mouth because we live in an amazing community and a big house, but we want our kids to be humble, and they have to do chores, but their chore is like, bring the garbage can out from the street. It's not like you go dig a ditch for 8 hours, They have to do their homework. Their screen time is limited, but I don't know. I also think, like, if you're worried about this kind of stuff, then your kids are going to do fine. Mm-hmm. It's like a self-selection bias. And if you don't think about it, you're not intentional, then
the enabling is a disaster. Like, there's people who will enable their high school kids to just become alcoholics and drug addicts. I don't understand that from, like, wealthy, well-to-do people.
Yeah. It's interesting because a lot of your content reminds me of Trump, in the sense that you get eyeballs and you say stuff to get eyeballs, and it works, right? But then the other half of you is the opposite of Trump. Like, Trump would never be vulnerable. He would never be humble. He would never admit where he screwed up, ever. And that's, like, very strategic on his part. Whereas I've heard you on Chris Powers. I've heard you, like, be vulnerable and open. What do you think that is? Are you intentional about your content or about that side of you, or is that just who you are?
Yeah, look, I've told in the Sweaty Startup, when it comes out, people are gonna read horror stories from my time in, trying to grow these companies. The nights where you walk into your house and you're an anxious mess and you can't look at your wife. You're so stressed. I mean, not too long ago, I had a cortisol blood test in the high 30s. I don't know if anybody tracks their cortisol. It should be like 15. Very stressed out person's 25. Mine was in the high 30s. This is stuff going on inside of companies that will shake you to your core and make you doubt everything and humble you. And any business owner who does big things and acts like that stuff doesn't happen is just, that's a lie. It's not really what it is. So like, why would I try to lie about what it's like to be a business owner when I'm on the internet trying to convince people to be entrepreneurs? I'm writing books about trying to convince people to be entrepreneurs. Total disservice to skip the hard stuff.
Yeah. It's a trade-off. Sometimes I wish I had a boss that would just tell me what to do, and I just had a paycheck every 2 weeks. I don't, but I do,
Yeah. But then when things are working, man, and right now, like several of my companies, things are just working, and it makes the good days better, for sure, when there's hard days.
How do you balance the mindset of, when it comes to starting a business? On one hand, my messaging is always like, just freaking do it. Like, anyone can start a business. It's approachable. Yes, it's hard. But if I overcomplicate it in my messaging, then people won't even try, right? So I try to dumb it down, simplify it, be optimistic, encouraging, just get someone that doesn't know you to pay you for a service, then figure out how to fulfill it. And on the other side, it's like, listen, this is not sexy. This is not roses. It's freaking hard. Be careful what you're going into. Where do you find yourself on that spectrum?
Like training a dog. I just got a dog. And when you want the dog to do something that you want it to do, you give it a little bit of food. They're going to just continue to do things that feel good. Humans are the same way. Running a business and running a business poorly is a fucking nightmare. So they're not going to last long. I don't really have a lot of fear of, like, trying to convince somebody to run a business and them spending 20 years toiling away, suffering. They're going to get that feedback. They're going to know if they have it or not. And then they're going to iterate and adjust. But it is a truth that 95% of people don't have it.